Markdown seals look cute and like to pat their bellies on the ground, giving people a very pleasing feeling. If it were legal to keep them, I would want to have one at home. However, this is just what we see in the zoo. In the cold Antarctic waters, wild seals may not be the very friendly animals we imagine. As humans, we tend to let our guard down because of their seemingly silly and cute appearance. On July 22, 2003, a British marine biologist was conducting his favorite scientific research. However, just as he was about to dive to take underwater photos, a seal suddenly attacked from underwater, dragging him into the 70-meter deep abyss. Kirsty Brown was born on September 27, 1974, in Southwater, Sussex, England. From a young age, he showed a love for nature. He liked riding horses, photography, and playing billiards. His friends called him BM, a nickname that perfectly embodies his energetic personality. In college, he developed a strong interest in geology, specializing in a bachelor's degree in geology. After obtaining his degree, he pursued a master's degree in oceanography at the University of Southampton and began pursuing a PhD related to seagrass at the University of Adelaide in Australia. During his studies, he also started his career, which was to conduct diving research in polar and marine environments. Prior to this, he had already obtained commercial professional diving qualifications and accumulated extensive diving experience in the waters of Greenland, Australia, and the UK. Kirsty joined the British Antarctic Survey BAS and signed a 30-month contract to go to the Rothera Research Station in Antarctica to participate in a project called Living on the Edge. He mainly studied the impact of iceberg melting on benthic communities near the Antarctic coast and deployed 500 concrete and plasticine blocks as markers to monitor ecological changes on the seabed through diving. His work also provided important data for understanding the fragile ecosystem of Antarctica. After spending 8 months overwintering at Rothera, Kirsty's extremely lively personality and professional spirit won the love of his colleagues at the station. In particular, he excelled in billiards games and was described by colleagues as a vibrant and promising scientist. On July 22, 2003, Kirsty was preparing to conduct snorkeling research in South Cove near Rothera Research Station. He worked with another researcher, Richard, about 15 to 25 meters apart. After the mission began, Kirsty and Richard dived into the water to check the seabed markers and take photos. At that time, both of them were wearing dry suits and equipped with snorkeling gear, carrying underwater cameras. 2 support personnel on the shore monitored the water surface through binoculars. Suddenly, an adult leopard seal rushed out of the water, estimated to be about 5 meters long and weighing about 400 kg. It bit Kirsty's head and dragged him underwater. The support personnel on the shore saw violent splashes on the water surface, and Kirsty disappeared. Richard, who was 20 meters away, did not immediately notice, but surfaced after hearing the abnormal noise. The support personnel called for rescue via radio and launched an inflatable rescue boat. When the rescue boat arrived at the scene, the seal had already released its grip and left. Kirsty was rescued from the water, but he was unconscious, his diving suit was torn, and there was a lot of blood on his head. The personnel on board immediately started CPR. After the rescue boat returned to the research station, the medical staff urgently performed CPR again for about an hour. They used a defibrillator and oxygen equipment, but Kirsty showed no vital signs. At about 11:30 that day, he was confirmed dead due to drowning and trauma. According to diving records, the seal dragged him underwater to a maximum depth of about 70 meters, lasting a full 6 minutes. Doctors also found 45 bite marks on his head and neck. Later, Kirsty's body was preserved in the research station's morgue until October 2003. When the Antarctic Spring began and the BAS rescue plane arrived, he was transported back to the UK. Leopard seals are large seals in the Antarctic and subantarctic regions, known for their spotted fur and fierce hunting behavior. Adult leopard seals are approximately 2.4 to 5 meters in total length and weigh between 200 and 600 kg, characterized by a long, slender body and strong jaws. That's right, leopard seals are the top predators in Antarctica, with almost no natural enemies. Only when they are young, leopard seals may become prey for killer whales, but after adulthood, They can dominate the Antarctic Ocean with their strong body size and hunting ability. But it is the only type of seal that regularly preys on warm-blooded animals. Its food includes krill fish, squid, penguins, and other seals. When hunting, they usually lurk near the ice to capture prey. For human divers, leopard seals usually show curiosity. They will approach divers and sometimes even show interactive behavior. They rarely show malice towards people. However, this curiosity may turn into aggressiveness in some cases. The specific reason for this attack has not yet been fully clarified. Experts have put forward several possible explanations. First, the seal may have mistaken Kirsty for natural prey, such as penguins or other seals, especially on that day. They were all wearing black diving suits, and the movements they made caused the seal to be mistaken them for prey. Second, if the seal felt threatened, it would also take aggressive behavior. Kirsty's appearance may have made the seal feel uneasy. Third, the seal became curious about Kirsty, showing approach and wanting to play with him. But this behavior may become more dangerous due to individual differences. The last reason is environmental factors. Ecological damage has led to fewer and fewer prey in Antarctica. This seal may not have eaten for a long time. According to the records of the British Antarctic Survey, this is the first seal-killing incident in the 30-year history of diving and snorkeling. The survey has strict diving safety protocols, including observing whether there are seals or killer whales for 30 minutes before diving. If these animals are found, the diving activity will be suspended for 4 hours. However, no one had noticed a seal before this attack, indicating that such incidents are still uncontrollable. Although this is the first seal fatality in history, there are records of leopard seals attacking humans. As early as between 1914 and 1917, Thomas Ord-Lees was a member of the Imperial Transantarctic Expedition. This expedition was hindered by ships being trapped in ice, and the team members could only camp on the sea ice. One day, Thomas got lost while looking for prey alone on the seashore. He was chased by a seal. The seal was about 7 meters long and weighed about 500 kg. It quickly pounced on him and tried to drag him into the water. Finally, Thomas shouted for help, attracting the attention of his companion Frank. When they rushed to the scene, they shot and killed the seal with a rifle and rescued Thomas. Although he was not injured, the whole incident also shocked him deeply. The captain then ordered him not to leave the camp alone. This is also the earliest recorded incident of a leopard seal attacking humans. In 1985, a British explorer named Gareth Wood was exploring in Antarctica. The specific location may be near the Antarctic Peninsula. At that time, he was walking on thin ice, and an adult leopard seal suddenly broke through the ice and bit his leg twice, trying to drag him into the water. The seal's attack was extremely strong, and Wood was difficult to break free. Fortunately, his companion rushed to the scene and repeatedly attacked the seal's head with spiked crampons, forcing the seal to release its grip. Eventually, Wood's leg was injured, but his life was not in danger. Fortunately, his companion's timely intervention avoided more serious consequences. Another recent incident occurred on September 26, 2021 in Simonstown, South Africa. 3 spear fishermen were about 400 meters offshore near a diving spot when they encountered a leopard seal while spear fishing. At that time, the seal attacked them and continued to harass them for half an hour, causing multiple bites and stabs. In conclusion, Kirsty's death was followed by an internal investigation led by the Deputy Director of the British Antarctic Survey, which confirmed that all safety procedures had been followed. The coroner also conducted a formal investigation, concluding that Kirsty's death was an accidental drowning caused by a leopard seal attack. In addition, the autopsy also detected lung damage in Kirsty. Since the seal dragged him to a depth of 70 meters, this was far beyond the safe limit for recreational diving. After he floated up quickly, his lungs would also be damaged due to the rapid ascent. This death event also directly led to major changes in the diving protocols of the British Antarctic Survey. They strengthened existing measures, such as more stringent wildlife observation and risk assessment, especially for animals such as leopard seals that pose a risk to Antarctic staff. A year after Kirsty's death, the British Antarctic Survey named a small island near Ryder Bay in Antarctica after Kirsty, called Kirsty Island. This island is known for its red rock outcrops and is used for marine research and recreational activities. There is a monument on the island with a string of titles: Kirsty Brown, September 27, 1974 to July 22, 2003. He achieved outstanding results in his short life and lived a fulfilling life. In addition, in 2004, Kirsty's family and friends established the Kirsty Brown Memorial Fund at Royal Holloway College, providing $1,000 in funding each year to students in geology, oceanography, and related fields. Although Kirsty's life was short, his contributions to marine biology and Antarctic science, as well as the research he left behind, revealed the complexity of the Antarctic ecosystem. His story reminds us that scientific exploration requires courage, dedication, and a commitment to safety. Although the scientific community lost a rising star, his story also inspires a new generation of scientists to dare to explore the unknown while maintaining awe of nature.